You are listening to Kapatid Central, where we talk about the difficult topics the way only siblings can. Now here are your hosts, Donna, Delia, Darlene, and Neil.
Hello mga kapatid! Welcome back for another episode of Kapatid Central. We'd like to say hello to Marisa Trias, Ruth Miranda, Levelyn de la Cruz, Jobel Casenas, Jelina Rosga.
And let me take this opportunity to congratulate Sir Randy Salonga, the new principal of Cavite National High School.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations, Randy, congrats.
Congratulations.
Sip na sip-sip ang dating.
Oh, excuse me, hindi naman. Kino-congratulate ko lang si Sir. Ikaw talaga.
Well, before we go into our topic, I would just like to ask you guys kung kamustang ECQ dyan sa... Oh, actually, walang ECQ sa Singapore, di ba?
They call it circuit breaker.
Circuit breaker. So, kamusta?
Meron na kaming churches. We can go to church. We can accommodate 8 visitors in our homes. Tapos pag mga parties at siguro 100 people atang allowed sa mga parties. We can go to church 100 200 100 ang
Hindi
congregation.
Hindi ako sure ni ate doon.
Pwede na ring mag-sing. Pwede mag-sing without mask.
Sa church.
Pero dapat
Sa church.
Pero dapat 1 meter apart lagi. May social distancing kami lagi. 1 meter apart and kailangan nakamas lagi. Kundi $300 ang kapalit. Pag nahuli.
Ano yung pwedeng mag-sing na walang mask?
Ay yung halimbawa yung choir. But not the congregation ha. Yung choir, yung mga speakers. If they want to speak sa podium, pwede sila magtanggal ng mask.
Wow.
Ano yan Donna, yung mga easing of safety measures na yan, ano pa yan? From 24th of April pa. Hindi pa ngayon.
Really?
Meron kaming update sa WhatsApp every time galing sa government. Galing dito, no?
Yung get together, yung mga 100 people, yun na yun. Na-apply na ngayon yun. Ang dami-dami na nga nagpa-party. Pero yung safe distance, sila doon, mahigpit talaga. May mga nag-audit, yung parang bigla na
may mga nagpo-police.
Hindi mo alam.
O Tidel, ikaw, kamusta yung ayuda mo? Nakuha mo na ba?
Unfortunately, wala pa.
Wala pa rin, no? Sa amin din wala pang binibigay eh.
Si governor ba yan?
It's a national...
Hindi, dapat
government
national.
budget.
Oh, really? For every family?
Every person would receive 1,000
1,000 per
pesos.
person.
Per
So,
person?
yes, if the household would have more than 4 people, there is a limit of 4,000 per household. Kung tatlo lang,
Regardless of age.
Regardless of age and work, right, Ranilo?
Dapat. Pero nung tinanong ko si Daddy, ang sabi niya, pumunta daw yung barangay dito previously, pero hindi daw sila bibigyan kasi meron naman daw mga anak na sumusuporta sa kanila. So hindi ko alam.
Napunta na sa bulsa
Baka before yon.
Alam mo, this is a
Napunta na sa bulsa
misunderstood
ni, no?
instruction na naman. Ang daming misunderstanding na instructions dito sa Pilipinas eh. I think I think the instruction is really very clear, kaya lang may kanya-kanyang interpretation kasi ang mga nasa posisyon.
Hindi interpretation ang tawag doon, interest. May sarili-sarili silang interest. It's all about politics pa rin. Yung mga yan, nagutom-gutom ng mga tao.
It's very sad.
Palakasan.
Oo nga eh. Laging problem. Pero hopefully, itong ayuda nga na to, magbago. Pero yun yung balita ko before nung previous ayuda na kaya hindi kami binigyan yata. So hopefully, mabigyan kami ngayon ng 3,000. We'll see. Pero alright, so we're just gonna move on to our week's topic, and pinost ko to sa Facebook. Medyo maraming excited about this topic because everyone is excited to know about your previous relationships, how you got to your current one, kasi hopefully you've learned some things from your experiences before.
Ha? Wala, boring yun sa akin. Kuya mo lang sabi ko nga sa kanya, Dad, boring yung relationship natin. Never mo naman ako nisplitan. Sana pala nisplitan mo na ako. Para may
Well, di mo naman ex si Kuya. So we're not going to talk about Kuya Anton. Kasi we'll be talking about the exes. So, I guess my first question will be a direct one, which is, what's one thing you've learned from an ex that you still carry today? Or you still think about today? You feel like it has made somehow an impact in your life?
Ako, to be very, very frank and honest, wala. Wala talaga eh.
Meron ka. Kasi among us, ikaw kaya yung may serious relationship ng mga age mong mga 20s. Ay hindi, at saka si Ronel pala kayong dalawa. Yung sa amin nga ni Tidel mo, boring kasi mga teenage, puppy love pala.
Hindi kasi ang tanong ni Ronil na naiisip pa rin natin ngayon.
na talagang natutunan natin, we still think about it, at parang may impact sa buhay natin? Wala.
Wait lang.
Oh, that's very interesting. Kasi para sa akin, every person that I meet in life, I learn something from them. Kung hindi man minsan grand, pero small things that I still think about sometimes because it made me who I am today. I think lahat ng maliliit na bagay na natututunan natin sa mga tao, either it be friends, mentors, teachers, somehow we bring them with us and that makes us who we are today, right?
Kung naintindihan ko yung question ni Ronil, ha? Kasi it doesn't mean na we are still thinking of it, or it doesn't really mean that we always think of them. We're just recalling now, at this very moment, kung ano yung natutunan natin sa kanila. Not necessarily we are always recalling these people and the feelings. Hindi naman. Just for the sake of this conversation, we are trying to recall right now kung ano yung natutunan natin sa kanila. So I would like to start then. Sabi nga natin Donna, no, yung mga past relationships ko, they were teenage love. Kaya medyo hindi siya ka-exciting at hindi siya kasing serious siguro nung katulad ninyo ni Darlene. Pero if I am going to identify one thing that I learned from my exes, dalawa lang yon, kahit 7 out of 10 ang aking manliligaw. Dalawa lang po talaga yung naging boyfriends ko before I got married to my third boyfriend, now my ex-boyfriend because he is my husband now. Anyway, so ay pwede rin pala sa Tidona magsalita ng tungkol kay Tito Anton kasi nga ex niya na si Tito Anton, ikaw talaga Ronil. Anyway, what I learned is you have to be honest with yourself. Kasi this very handsome guy, kahit alam na ng mga tao ang totoong itsura ko, hindi naman po ako talaga ganun kagandahan. Pero somebody who's really very handsome, and up until now I see him sometimes on social media. He's really very manly and the face is really very handsome still. Ang natutunan ko pala, paulit-ulit ako, you have to be honest with yourself because we belong to two different religion, and I'm very devout and he's also very devout. I guess it's okay that we separated, we ended the relationship kasi at least we were being honest with each other. Actually, he broke my heart.
Tatandaan ko yan. Tatandaan ko yan. Kasi nung mga panahon na yon, si Ate Del ay babae sa bintana, ang tawag namin sa kanya. Kasi ito turn on niya yung ating CD player at papatugtugin niya. Alam mo ba yung The Corrs, Neil? O hindi mo na sila natatandaan?
Oo, kilala ko.
It's a family band. The Corrs. Tapos papatugtugin niya lagi yung Don't Say You Love Me. Yun talaga, paulit-ulit, araw-araw, tapos nakaupo sa may bintana, nakatingin outside sa bintana, ganyan, nakatingin sa may gate. Tuwing naulan, ganyan din yon. Para talagang pelikula.
Uy, darling, actually, nararamdaman ko hanggang ngayon, pag nire-recall ko, nararamdaman ko pa yung pain sa leeg ko. Kakatalikod ko doon sa bintana, baka biglang may dumating.
Pero ako actually talagang naghihintay din ako sa bintana, naghihintay din ako sa gate. Kasi ang pogi-pogi nun eh. Talagang pag nakikita ko yun, pag nakikita ko yung ex natin, parang pati ako sumasaya din ako eh, kasi ang pogi-pogi niya. And hindi na siya bumalik.
Yun eh. Kaduet ko yun eh. Kaduet ko siya sa sa karaoke ko.
Ay, maganda nga pala
love
boses
na love.
niya, no?
Ganda ng boss na.
So that's it. Yun nga, being honest to yourself. You do not have to push or force yourself into a relationship if you believe you will not be comfortable with it. And that's something that I really admire about that guy. And, of course, if it wasn't because of his courage to end a very beautiful friendship, I wouldn't be married to my husband now.
Haba-haba
So
na
after nyo
sinabi mo.
mag-break yung friendship na nawala na rin ba?
You know, that's the sad thing. Kasi ako, okay lang sana sa akin i-continue yung friendship. Kaya lang, siya kasi, siya yung nawala eh. Siya yung nawala. Hindi ko alam bakit.
Siya yung nag-distance kay ate mo.
Oo. Bakit biglang, kung naririnig mo man to, nasaan ka na nga ba ngayon?
Sa Dubai.
Alam ko kung saan
Siguro
ka ngayon.
siguro kasi nahiya siya. Siguro nahiya.
No, what I'm trying to say, it's been what? It's been 20, I was
no,
like
more
19
than
years
30.
old. I was 19. Ate, I was just 19 years old or 18 years old back then.
So 20 plus years.
22 years? I don't know. I do not know my math.
Kasi he became close nga with the family. Siguro nahiya na lang siya.
Actually, sa lahat ng mga nyo, sa lahat ng mga ex nyo, kay Kuya, ako talagang close eh. Kasi siya yung parang siya yung na-feel ko yung presence sa bahay.
Oo, and then she was really
very nice.
She would welcome talaga si
Yes.
Tapos dadalhin siya sa bahay din nila kapag may mga occasions. Kumbaga,
I was really very welcome sa house nila. And I remember, kasi nung college kami, I would normally drop by McDonald's before I board the bus going back home. So sa McDonald's.
Para kay Ronilo yun eh. Para sa ni Ronil.
Bibili muna ako ng toy. You know, anong tawag sa
Happy
McDonald's?
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal for Ronil. So one time, I didn't know. Sabi lang ni Daddy, galing dito si Tapos sabi ko, bakit to? Hindi naman kami nagkita. Wala kaming schedule that day. Sabi niya, nagpadala lang daw ng toy para kay Ronil. Isang Happy Meal din for Ronil. So nakakatiwa, very, very, very thoughtful.
So dito parang nalungkot ako ngayon. Talaga, parang naiiyak nga ako ngayon.
bakit?
Ko baka, parang naalala ko siya. Parang na-miss ko si Kuya. Ano pa natin, same pa ng letters ng first names natin.
Hindi talaga meant to be sila kasi now we know why, kung bakit hindi sila meant to be. And they're both happy now. Ate Delia's happy. And si Papa D is also very happy right now.
Oh nga, I don't think we're sad about the relationship, the romantic relationship itself,
Looking
but
back,
the friendship maybe as well. Kasi yun yung minsan problem, di ba, sa mga breakups. Kasi sometimes you're actually good friends before you start dating. And then, you go on a date, tapos naging kayo, and then kapag nag-break, yung years na pinagsamahan nyo, mga ginawa nyo, yun yung nakakalungkot minsan eh. Na sometimes you really cannot save it.
I just want to say, I believe we're still friends. Kasi when I was in Singapore, I think he messaged me saying, congratulations, nasa SG ka na pala. And then we chatted a little bit. But then again, I think we were both very mature na talaga. We are both very mature kasi we stopped there. I appreciate him kasi he knows na I'm already married with kids. And I appreciate din naman yung thought na kinamusta niya ako. Diba? Pero hanggang doon na lang. After a few chats, okay na kami. Hindi na kami ulit nag-usap. Siguro it's our way of respecting each other's private lives na. Although, para sa akin, kahit naman na-extend yun, okay lang naman. Friendship lang naman yun. No? Pero siguro...
So, ano yung comment na yun? Are you saying na ngayon wala kang friends ba na male? Kasi you're married? And yung mga ganong...
Ang dami kong male friends, pero mas maraming Becky kong friends. Na. Pero anyway, ang point ko, I'm okay with having male friends. And I have male friends. Ano ba? Saan napunta yung tanong mong yun?
Yung sinabi mo kasi na we're respecting...
Hindi, kasi meron silang history. Meron silang kasing history.
Oo, because we have a past. Kaya nga, if we are going to entertain thoughts and if we are going to entertain each other too much...
But the thing is, we know na it's impossible na for you to be together. Na you really cannot entertain those thoughts. Kasi
to have chats, I think
iba
it's
na yung
okay
preferences nyo.
Hindi, ang sinasabi lang natin, Del, kasi nga, dahil may history sila, yung interactions nila ay limited na doon lang sa parang na appropriate way of interaction. Wala nang binabalikan nung dati sila.
Oo. Because we didn't have anything to talk about din naman. Kung ipapagpatuloy namin yung communication, so we already know where we are. Ang mangyayari...
parang lumalabas doon sa... Parang sinasabi mo, hindi pwede mag-chat too much. Hindi pwedeng maging friends, close friends, kasi break na kayo. Parang ganun yun eh.
No, I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Diba, Neil?
That's
parang
not my
ganun
point. It's just that, kasi wala na kaming pag-uusapan.
Maybe kasi pareho kayong quiet. Pareho silang quiet actually, Neil. Hindi sila madaldal. Pero kung isa sa inyo siguro makwento, without malice, you can be friends, you can, or siguro Pinoy lang tayo. Kasi yung ibang lahi, hindi naman ganyan. Pag sinabi nilang wala na sila.
Kasi truth be told, may mga ibang relationships na after nila mag-break, lalo na yung best friends before na maging sila. And then, it's a good breakup. afterwards, kahit may asawa na sila, they still keep the friendship and seems like nothing has changed except, syempre, for the romantic part of it.
Ganun
So I guess
ka ba?
that's
Ganun
why...
ba sa'yo ni Ganun ba kayo ni Neil?
Ni Kwan?
Nino.
Ito, yung first name niya, may three syllables.
Hey, Ronilo, let's drop the name. Kasi I'm still hoping if her marriage will not work.
Uy, grabe ka, Tidel. Grabe ka, Tidel. Hindi pwede yun.
I'm saying if. I have a $1 million question to Ronilo nga eh. Sabi ko sa kanya, if the time comes that marriage doesn't work, would you still want Carrie?
Ay, sinabi talaga natin. Sinabi talaga natin si Carrie Ann. Pero si Carrie Ann, hindi niya naman maintindihan to. Nakatagalog naman tayo.
Oo. I doubt ko na.
Pero hindi ko naman siya naging ex eh. Never naman naging kami.
Oh, but you were madly in love with her. So...
I was not madly in love with her. Not madly.
Hanggang ngayon, kapag pinakanta ng song, this is for Carrie Ann. The one that got away.
I really liked her. I thought she was a really good friend. I thought we could have a future together before. Pero I wouldn't say madly in love kasi hindi naman nga naging kami. No? We never really tried being a couple. And for many reasons, mostly dahil sa akin. Pero to answer your question,
ba't ka naman naiyak?
I don't want to think about those things kasi hindi ako naiyak. Pero to answer Ate Del's question, I don't want to think about that thing because I'm really hoping that their marriage will work. You know, I think they're very, very happy right now and I'm happy for them. It's
kaya nga alam
sometimes
namin
hard.
Mahal mo siya. You always want the best for her.
I love her as a friend. She's always gonna be a really good friend. Pero I'm not planning on doing anything about that. And I also have to come clean kasi whenever my friends ask me, by the way, if I've ever been in a relationship, I always tell them I haven't. And that's not entirely true. I have. But I just say I haven't because I don't really consider that one time that I was in a relationship to be a real relationship. I feel like it was more of just wanting to be in one. And I don't think I was really in love. So I don't want to count that to be as a relationship in my history book, in my journals. But technically, yes, I guess.
Hindi ko alam yung relationship na yan. This is not something you shared with us or with me maybe.
With everyone. With all of you three, I guess.
Let me just...
Siyempre, lalaki yan eh. Hindi naman pala share ang lalaki.
The reason why Darlene said, or with me maybe, kasi po, eto si Darlene tsaka si Ronilo talaga, may mga secrets yan silang they do not share to me and Ate Donna because they think na masyado na kami matanda ni Ate Donna para i-share sila. Tingnan po namin po yun.
Tito, bakit ka ba nakatuwalya sa ulo?
Hindi tuwalya to. Ang tawag dito, turban. Ganda yan. Hindi ako naka-blower eh.
Ronilo, you haven't answered your own question. So what did you learn from that? Not really sure if it's a relationship thing.
One thing that I've learned is about myself. Na I'm very bossy pala when it comes to relationships. So, hindi ko alam to before. Kasi feeling ko, sakto lang naman. No? I'm very kind. Usually kasi sa mga friends, sumusunod lang ako kapag may gusto sila. But I guess when it comes to one-on-one relationships, I'm more bossy. Kapag may gusto ako, assertive ako. Dapat yun yung mangyari. So yun yung hindi ko makakalimutan.
Yan ba ang reason ng dwindling?
Oh, not really. Maraming reasons. Pero that's not it. It's just, it wasn't really a serious relationship from my point of view. And I didn't want it to last. So, kaya ganon. And marami rin akong almost relationships na somehow parang feeling ko nga I can consider them as an ex kasi label na lang yung kulang eh. Like we've dated, we went out so many times, we kissed. Wait, so marinig ni Daddy. Dad, Mami, ano?
Grabe naman trend.
Alam nyo ba? Hindi kasi nila alam eh.
Natatandaan nyo ba last time? Hindi ko alam bakit nga ang Apple ID kong gamit-gamit ni Ronil. Pumunta sa phone ko yung nakasabing, thank you for a wonderful night. So that I love you, peace and
Hindi night yun. Sobra, wait lang Hindi night yun. Oy, grabe ka. That was
sasama mo to, ha? Huwag mo to i-edit.
Oo,
parang kumabog ang dibdib ko, ha? Parang kumabog ang
hindi
dibdib ko,
night yun, Tidel. Grabe ka. Dito pa ako nakatira kila mami noon before I went to Hawaii. So, that was an office crush that happened.
I'm sure may kiss.
Maybe a kiss as well. Maybe a kiss and a hug. Pero, I didn't go over that. Grabe.
Walang touch-touch? Walang pet-pet?
Anong pet-pet?
I mean, hugs.
Petting.
Hugs.
At ikaw na talaga nakakainis.
Sorry.
Tuloy yung edad natin, tuloy.
Pero naman, grabe naman. Nasalita na yung petting nung panahon nyo. Grabe naman.
Alam ko yung petting. Hindi ko lang hindi lang na-absorb ng brain ko yung pet-pet.
So, Ronil, from this, not so sure if they were really valid relationships, did you have your heart broken?
Hindi ako sure eh. I don't want to count it as a relationship because I was not very in love. That's why. I think we were good as friends. Pero I don't think we were a couple really because I didn't want us to be a couple sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I just wanted to try because nandun na kami sa point na yon and yun na yung parang next step sa relationship namin as friends. Pero to answer your question, when we parted ways, we actually had a talk. And it was a good quote-unquote breakup because we knew that we weren't really for each other. And so until now, we're friends. We talk. So I was a little bit sad of how it happened, when we were talking about it. Pero I was not really heartbroken because alam ko na nandito pa rin ako para sa kanya, nandiyan pa rin siya para sa akin. And we're back to being really, really good friends. So not so much tears were shed. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think kasi nga very short yung invested time and very little yung invested feeling. Kasi
pero gusto ko lang, may gusto ko i-share. No? Ito yung talagang iniyakan ko. Ito nga hindi ko ex eh. Hindi ko alam kung matatandaan ni Tigo na to. So meron akong sobrang crush dati. And this was the time na kakatapos ko lang yata or I think medyo I was in the middle of counseling. So nagkaroon kasi ako ng hindi ko masasabihin na psychological, parang mental breakdown. Siguro mental breakdown. But something was bothering me emotionally, mentally at that time. So I had to go to our school's counselors. No. And then I was trying to figure out myself, sa mga gusto ko mangyari sa buhay ko, the future, and was very overwhelmed. And then ito yung time na sabi ko, you know what? Maybe I'm ready for a relationship. Maybe I'm ready to be committed to someone. Tapos meron akong crush ng mga panahon na yun. Tapos I gathered all the strength and the courage to ask this person out. At pumayag siya. So I was very, very happy at that time. No? Kasi finally, aside from my counselor who was helping me emotionally and mentally, I have this person na I was looking forward to spending the day with. Tapos, winter time. So, maaga mag-sunset. Kasi ang plano ko, magpe-picnic kami sa park. Or sa beach, actually. So, anong oras kami pupunta doon, kung paano ko ilalatag yung mat, kung ano yung mabibiling kong food. I think nakabili na ako ng food nung time na yun eh. Tapos, the day itself na dapat mag-meet kami, evening, nung morning, hindi na siya nagre-reply sa text ko. Afternoon, hindi na nagre-reply. And then somehow, I knew na wala na. So maybe umuo lang siya to be nice. I don't know. Hindi talaga kami friends, pero kilala ko siya, friends siya ng ibang friends ko. At grabe, gustong-gusto talaga tong taong to. And I was so heartbroken. As in, feeling ko talaga na-reject ako.
Feeling mo lang? Na-reject ka talaga, Neil. Na-reject ka talaga
ako.
Hindi feeling yun.
And it's funny because I feel like I'm used to rejection kasi nag-mission ako, di ba? Just going to different houses, knocking, asking them if we can share the gospel, ganyan. Tapos sabihin nila, no, most of the time, no. So para sa akin, rejection, okay na eh. Pero dito sa taong to, and I think because I was in a very vulnerable state at that time, kaya sobrang naapektuhan ako. So iyak talaga ako nung grabe sa kwarto. Tapos tumawag ako kay Tidona. Sabi ko, depressed ako. Although hindi ko sinabi kung bakit. Pero taga iyak ako pati kay Daddy. Sabi ko, grabe, hindi ko na alam kung anong gagawin ko. Buti na lang si Tidona ang bait-bait. Nag-alala yata si Tidona masyado. Tinawagan niya si Tidar. Tinanong niya si Tidar kung pwede silang maghati para makauwi ako for Christmas. So kaya nakauwi ako ng Christmas nung time na yon. So thank you Ate Don, thank you Ate Darl. Pero grabe talaga. Pag naalala ko talaga, hanggang ngayon, minsan nalulungkot pa rin ako eh.
Parang naiiyak ka nga ngayon eh. Sa totoo lang, naiiyak ka ngayon eh.
Crush na
Saan
crush
ba?
yung
Buhay
taong
pa ba
yun.
siya?
Grabe.
Buhay pa ba? Nasaan na ba siya?
Ewan ko. Hindi ko na alam.
Try mo kaya ulit. Try mo ulit. May second time.
Ay, wala na yun for sure.
Bitter na.
Wala na rin akong
Bitter na.
feelings. Oo.
Pinay ba to? Pinay? Hindi.
Hindi.
Not meant to be. Oh, it's not meant to be.
I heard one of us, well, unconsciously,
Ay. Ako na yata yan eh. Patay kang bata ka.
one of us, syempre hindi na ako yun, one of you, okay, unconsciously became a third party.
I wouldn't consider this a serious relationship kasi parang nung time na yan, gusto ko lang naman talaga maka-experience magka-boyfriend. Diba, sinabi ko naman sa inyo na nag-date ako, I really dated a lot of men. And because in my vocabulary, dating is about meeting people, getting to know them. And for me, it was really mostly about finding a prospective husband. Pero yung mga dates namin, whether or not we will be romantically linked is another story, of course. But it's really just, getting to know people. So, nung time na to, 21 na yata ako niyan. 20 or 21 ako. Nung, siguro, boyfriend ba sabihin ko dito? Parang hindi ko talaga masabing boyfriend.
Boyfriend niya.
Boyfriend ba to? Ewan ko, parang hindi ko talaga masabing boyfriend.
May
Pero anyway,
pagkakaparehas kami ni T. Darlene
Oo nga, ganyan yata.
Ayaw i-consider.
Hindi ko talaga ma-consider na boyfriend to eh. So mga 2 weeks. So may tumawag kay mami. So within 2 weeks lang yun Pero may tumawag kay mami sometime within those 2 weeks. So pagdating ko galing work, sabi ni mami sa akin, anak, may sasabihin ako sa'yo. May tumawag dito. Babae. Sinasabi girlfriend daw siya ni Mighty Mouse. Itago natin siya sa pangalang Mighty Mouse. Ay ko, ano yan? So, kunento sa akin ni mami, basta taga Cavite din. Hindi Cavite City, pero somewhere sa province ng Cavite. So tinanong ko kung totoo ba ito? Ang sabi niya, hindi daw totoo. Ano lang daw yan? Baka madami lang inggit na babae. Kaya...
Showbiz,
showbiz. Kala ko
naman ito,
niya,
sobra.
Tapos, ayun nga. So, syempre, naniwala ako. Tapos, somehow, nakuha ni girl yung aking number. So, tinetext niya na ako, tinawagan niya din ako, nagkausap pa kami. So, very emotional talaga siya. Ang sabi niya talaga sa akin, 5 years na kami! So, talagang umiiyak talaga siya. Parang galit siya nung una. Pero, alam ko talaga na heartbroken talaga siya.
Ikaw ba naman, 5 years na kayo, tapos may years na pa siya. Ikaw.
Meron pala. So, ang nangyari nga talaga, ay third party nga pala ako. Grabe, third party nga pala talaga ako nang hindi ko.
Mistress material.
Meron pala akong ganong ang kakayanan. Yun na nga nangyari doon. So napaka-iksi lang na panahon. 2 weeks. Kaya hindi naman siya nag-matter ng matagal din. Kaya
so may lesson learned pa rin doon.
May lesson learned pa rin doon. Kilalanin mo muna talaga yung tao.
Diba?
Okay, kasi nung tinanong mo yan nung umpisa, ang interpretation ko na parang may tinuro sila sa atin. Literally, yung si Mighty Mouse, wala talaga siyang tinuro sa akin intentionally. Pero parang na-realize ko na lang looking back. Na sometimes, feeling natin, mas ma-change natin isang tao. Kasi si Mighty Mouse, hindi talaga siya kabaitang tao. Parang meron siyang parang ang image niya ay paano ba image nito? Kita niyo si Mighty Rockstar, hindi nga marunong.
Hindi, ang image niya parang yung mga guwapings, yung mga easy-go-lucky guys, hip-hop. Ganun ang forma nun eh.
Oo, parang ganon. Tapos parang ang nasa isip ko noon, baka kaya kong i-change tong taong to for the better. Yun, parang ganon yung objective eh. Pero hindi pala pwedeng ganon. You cannot just get into a relationship and make people your project. Kasi hindi sila magbabago unless gusto nila. Naalala ko, tinanong ko si Daddy, kasi very close tayo kay Daddy, especially ako kahit napagkukwentuhan namin ni Daddy. Bago ba kayo kinasal ni Mami, nakipag-tsuktsakan na kayo sa ibang babae? Ang sagot sa akin ni Daddy, basta ang sasabihin ko sa'yo, anak, mag-ingat ka sa lalaki. So talagang dapat talaga kilalanin muna natin. Na hindi naman natin talaga magagawa 100% unless you live with a person under a single roof. Hindi mo talaga makikilala yung mga tao na yan. Asawa ko nga, 13 years na kami. Minsan may mga bagay na hindi ko pa rin alam. Gaya nitong umagang to, umalis, nag-basketball, hindi naghugas ng plato, nainis pa rin ako. Kaya yung mga bagay na yan. Kaya yung getting into a relationship is really a big risk.
Lalo na ngayon, no, mas mahirap kasi nga most of the relationships are through online dating apps, through people that you just meet online. So mas mahirap sila makilala eh. So you really just have to take the risk.
Nung panahon namin, may ibang tawag lang dyan. Iba lang ang term namin gamit. A phone pal.
Phone pal?
Phone pal,
no? Pen pal, di doon na. Kunwari ka pa, pen pal muna.
Phone pal.
Pen pal at saka phone pal. Oo, yung magdadaya ng random numbers kapag lalaki sumagot, hello. Pag single, bingo, jackpot ka. Ganun yun. Meron din ganyan. Pero siguro ngayon mas
ginawa talaga ni Ate Donna yun, no? Alam niya ang ginagawa yun?
Hindi, trip lang namin. Tropa namin yun. Hindi, pag mga kalokohan lang.
Ito, nagra-random numbers ka. Ako tinatawagan ko dati yung mga crush ko. Naalala ko, mayroon akong crush na ano.
Hindi ako. Yung mga tropa lang, mga kaibigan lang, ganun ginagawa. Sige, hahanap tayo. Pag mga, alam mo yun, pag nasa mga tropa, bahay kayo ng tropa, pag na-board na, ang pinagdidiskitahan namin yung telepono, yun lang, dun lang kami hahanap ng entertainment.
Usapan naman natin si Ate Don. Kasi parang si Ate Don, wala akong alam na ex ni Ate Don, kundi si Papa P, na niyakag siyang magtanan. Nakabata pa siya noon.
Iba yun. Ano yun? Wala lang sa state of mind niya.
Before, meron pa. After pala. After that, meron.
Meron si R.
After?
Si R yung pogi, pero hindi ko na-meet ever. Sa picture ko lang lagi.
Hindi naman kasi nga rin yun. 2 weeks lang yun. Parang si Mighty Mouse mo rin din yun. Hindi man ako ang third party, hindi talaga ako gusto. Nagkagusto lang sa akin yun kasi crush ko siya. Yun ang lesson doon. Huwag magpapakita sa lalaki na crush niyo siya. Kasi para hindi sila mapilitan. Yung story na yon, talagang gustong-gusto niya yung best friend ko. Tapos siguro kasi ako lang yung nagkagusto sa akin muna para lang siguro mapalapit siya doon sa best friend ko. Ending, naramdaman ko naman di talaga ako gusto yung best friend ko. Tapos kaya wala na. Ay, hindi. Ewan ko kung bakit nga. Pero alam ko mahal na mahal niya yung best friend ko eh. Oo. Ewan ko kung bakit. Ayun, hindi siya type siguro ng best friend ko rin.
Hindi mo pwede compare kay Darlene yan. Kasi si Darlene, kahit sabihin nating 2 weeks lang nangyari yon, wala namang ginawang drastic change sa sarili niya. Ikaw nagpa-Demi Moore hairstyle ka. Kaya hindi mo pwede sabihin sa akin, wala lang naman yun.
Talaga? Nagpagupit dahil doon?
Oo, yun.
Demi Moore in the movie Ghost.
Yun.
So I have a question. So what's one thing that you've learned from your ex na ayaw mo pala sa isang ka-relationship that eventually led you to your current relationship?
Ang dami.
Malinaw ba yun? Malinaw ba yung question?
Oo, parang na-realize mo yung ayaw mo. Dahil sa kanila, na-realize mo yung ayaw mo.
Ay, siguro kaya ako in love sa kuya niyo dati, nung naging boyfriend ko. Kasi masyado siyang mahigpit hindi naman mahigpit, pero feeling ko dati, importante ako. Kasi dun nga sa na-experience ko, na wala naman palang gusto sa akin. And then nung naging boyfriend ko siya, masyado siyang, anong term dun?
Controlling?
Hindi controlling, parang
possessive. Overprotective.
Possessive. And that time, I couldn't interpret it as possessive na ugali. Ang feeling ko, ang interpretation ko noon, masyado lang niya akong mahal. And importante ako sa kanya. That's why I enjoyed it.
Ay, sorry. Bakit ba kayo naghiwalay ni Papa P?
I was young. I was what? Second year high school?
Pero ikaw. Pero siya matanda siya, tapos niyaya ka pa niya magtanan. So, how did things end?
Hindi naman necessarily tanan. He was just confused kasi may nangyari sa life niya and he wanted to get out and to escape kung ano man yung situation nung nandoon siya. And sabi niya, parang ako lang yung tinakbuhan niya, parang samahan mo lang ako. Parang gano'n, not necessarily tanan.
Actually, wala namang hindi magandang ugali dun sa dalawang exes ko. Kasi nga we were very young, so very polite kaming lahat. And I have to say, I'm proud of myself. I do not get into a relationship with bad boys. Yun ang pinagkaiba namin ni Ate Donna. So anyway, mababait talaga silang dalawa. Very gentleman. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, husband ko lang nakahalik sa akin talaga. With the first and the second one, puro lang kami holding hands, a little akbay, ganun. Pero wala talagang kiss. Well, sa chick siguro, meron. Doon sa second. Sa first, wala nga po, holding hands lang eh. So anyway, at they respected me, di ba? Kasi I didn't want to kiss them sa lips, so hindi muna nila ako kinikiss. Ang dami, may respect ba? So tapos,
bakit pag kinalikan ka ba sa lips, wala nang respeto?
Hindi naman. No.
Si Darlene.
Hindi naman.
Guilty kasi alam ako.
Guilty kasi ako eh.
Bata pa kasi kami nga noon. So, para sa akin, hindi ako komportabling makipag-kiss. The first one was in high school.
Grabe, bata ka pa. Hindi ka na bata noon, te. Nagtatrabaho ka na noon.
No. With Papa D? No. I was just in third year college. I remember nga si Ate D.
Nakakapiti ka ng McDonald's Happy Meal ni Ronil?
Yeah. Kasi malaki ang mga budget namin noon eh. Charot. Hindi pala malaki budget namin noon. Nakakapag-ipon lang kami ng allowance namin. So, hindi. I remember at si TV. Vilma, hello. Sabi niya nga, bakit naman siya nakipag-break ngayon pa? Gagraduate ka pa naman. Kasi I was going into...
Ay, grabe. Gagraduate ka pa pala noon. Grabe ka, Papa D.
So anyway, pero ganun lang. Okay, mabait naman sila. Ang sinabi ko lang na kailangan meron ng asawa ko na they didn't have is height. Na naging successful naman ako doon sa part na yun. Kasi magkaka-height kaming lahat eh. So, yun lang yung part
Pwede
na
ba mag-share ako about Darlene? I remember Darlene eh. Natatandaan ko siya, may naging boyfriend siya. Sabi niya, parang ayoko sa kanya kasi tinutulugan ako sa bus. Parang si Kuya. Si Kuya Anton daw.
Hindi ko talaga maalala yung kwento na yan. Every time kinukwento ko yan kay Kuya, parang iniisip ko kung mag-i-defend ko ba yung sarili ko kasi hindi ko talaga maalalang sinabi ko yan eh.
Siyang nahihiya.
Pati si Daddy hindi yung kwento eh. So for sure, kwento mo yan. Hindi mo lang maalala.
Hindi, meron kasing lalaki parang mysterious ang dating. Yun, minsan nakaka-intrigue yan eh, di ba? Pero kapag kasama mo na araw-araw, tapos ganun pa din, misteryoso pa din. Ay, nako, please lang. Bahala ka na.
Ako, ang gusto ko, physically secure. Emotionally secure. Hindi insecure. Paano mo ba sasabihin yun?
Kaya pala ayaw ni Ronil ng live. Confident?
Confident, yes. Oo. Kasi yung previous ko, siguro yun yung love language niya. Words of affirmation. Gusto niya kailangan, sinasabi na attractive siya sa araw na yon, attractive siya dun sa ganong suot. So, kailangan, I'm always on my toes saying nice things about sa itsura niya. And minsan, parang nakakapagod lang. So yun, gusto ko lang someone who's very secure na hindi na kailangan lagi sabihan pa about how they look. Although, of course, syempre kailangan pa rin naman natin i-appreciate yung mga partners natin, di ba? Kapag kailangan sila i-appreciate. Pero not something that you'd have to do every single time just to make them happy.
Naintindihan ko kasi may certain attraction na nangyayari when you see somebody who is just confident about himself or herself. 'Di ba? Kahit minsan hindi sila kagandahan based sa standards natin ng beauty, pero the way they carry themselves say a lot about them, and minsan parang na-attract tayo sa kanila because of the confidence they exude.
All right, so for your future kids' heartbreaks, kasi ang sabi nga sa survey, for women at least, that you'd have to go to 2 heartbreaks daw before you find the one. And although this is not true for everyone, of course, pero from that survey in the US, sabi nila, generally speaking, parang ganun daw yung pattern ng mga women eh. So for your kids, for their future heartbreaks, what would you advise them?
Sa mga anak ko, yung panganay ko ang prone sa heartbreaks kasi siya eh, may 19 na. Si Nessie kasi hindi pa masyado. Pero I always tell them, yung kagaya sinasabi sa akin ni Daddy noon, you always look at the positive things and those things that you have learned from the relationship. So you won't have to feel sorry for yourself, whatever happens. Kung ano yung mga natutunan. Kasi nare-remember ko dati. Nag-away ata kami ni kuya mo noon. Tapos alam siguro ni daddy, syempre parents natin. Pag alam nila pag something's going on. Kumakain lang ako noon eh. Tapos nagulat lang ako, umupo si daddy sa table. Tapos habang sumusubo ako, sabi niya, okay lang yan nak. Whatever happens, basta alam mo ginawa mo at alam mong you showed love the best you could. Whatever happens sa inyo, you just think of the best things and the good things that you have learned from that relationship. Tapos umiyak na ako habang kumakain ako. Napadabi nga ata kain ko noon. Naiyak talaga. Kasi bigla akong umiyak. Humagulgol talaga ako kay daddy. And from then on, hindi na ako takot talaga makipag-split sa kuya nyo dati. Pagkatapos sabihan ako ng tatay ko noon. Parang dati okay lang ma-heartbreak ako.
If Ate Donna is passing the wisdom of daddy, ako I will pass the wisdom I got from mommy. Ang sabi naman ni mommy sa akin dati, kasi we belong to a church where the law of chastity is being taught to the very core. Pero si mommy, sabi niya sa akin, all those years, she never did mention even once the law of chastity. Pero lagi niya sinasabi sa akin dati, anak, hindi ako maganda, pero kahit kailan hindi ko isinuko ang bataan. O syempre, nung mga bata ako, hindi ko naintindihan yon. Pero, you know how mommy gives her mga advices ganun. Mas-sense mo naman. So sabi niya sa akin, kaya si daddy, kaya yan tatay mo, kahit anong gawin niyang kalokohan, hindi niya ako mapapalitan. Kasi kahit kailan, hindi ko sinuko ang bataan ko sa kanya. Nagpakasal muna ako bago ako nahawakan ng tatay mo. Yun na talaga natatandaan ko. Kaya yun ang ginawa ko talaga sa buhay ko. Kaya siguro, hindi rin ako nagpa-kiss before sa mga exes ko. Kaya siguro, I made sure that my husband would marry me before I allowed him to even kiss me. So, kasi yun ang tinuro sa akin ng nanay ko. Hindi ka magpapatouch, wag lang isusukong bataan para makip mo yung dignity mo as a woman. Okay, I understand that this may not be applicable to everybody. But since the question is, ano ang ipapayo ko sa mga anak ko, I would rather pass to them the wisdom of my mother, which actually worked well for me.
That's right. Oo. Kasi iba-iba nga naman ng turo sa atin, no? I think we subscribe to that idea, si Mami din, because of our religious background.
Mommy wasn't a member of the church yet before they got married, but she lived with that principle, which she passed on to us, which did us good. So I would rather pass that also to my kids.
Pero pwede bang magdagdag pa ako na isa? Minsan talaga maigi yung nagdadasal ang magulang sa umaga para the whole day, pag merong mga emergency mga tanong mga anak, nasasagot mo ng maayos. No?
Hindi minsan, Don, talagang importante talaga.
Palagi pala. Matatandaan ko, ang sabi ko kay Von kasi, pag nasa relationship kasi ikaw na, you don't make someone your world. Kasi kapag yung nawala yung someone na yon and magka-crumble na yung world mo, so paano ka na? So make your own world. Tapos kapag merong isang who wants to be with you, isama mo siya sa world mo para pag nawala siya, yung part lang na yun ang mawawala, but you can still have yourself. Kasi yung iba sinasabi nila, na nagunaw ang mundo ko nung nawala siya. Dahil ko na sa isip yun, bakit magugunaw ang mundo mo? Hindi mo naman siya mundo. Kung ginawa mo nga naman siyang mundo. Pero kung part lang siya, sinama mo siya sa world mo, part siya ng world mo. Pag siya nawala, siya lang yung mawawala. Then you can keep everything pa sa'yo, the rest.
Ang ganda naman nun, te.
Ako, ang hirap kasi nung tanong niyo kasi ang liliit pa ng mga anak ko. Napapag-usapan namin ang boyfriend-girlfriend, natatawa sila kapag kinukwento namin yung mga ex-ex namin, lalo na sa tatay nila kasi may karamihang ex yung tatay nila. Pero hindi pa namin pag-usapan yung heartbreak. Grabe naman, 12 pa lang naman si Brielle.
But from your experiences ba?
Sa akin, so experience
if
ko lang.
If ever, yeah.
Pero ang nakita ko lang dyan, very important talaga yung merong kang support na maganda sa family mo. Na meron ka ring friends. Sabi nga ni Ate Donna, kahit na mawala yung mga taong ganyan na importante sa buhay mo, your environment, your social health is very important. So you have to surround yourself with people who will really support you in times of stress like that. napaka masyadong general ng aking advice sa mga kids. Kasi wala pa kami dyan. I'll cross the bridge when I get there. So, anong ginagawa ko lang ngayon, I observe, I listen to what my sisters do with their kids, and then nakikita ko yung effect. Pag nakikita ko maganda yung effect, iniisip ko, ay, gagawin ko to. Pero pag nakikita ko hindi maganda yung effect ng mga ginagawa nila, sabi ko, ay, ito yung mga hindi ko gagawin. Kaya natututo ko dyan sa dalawang ate.
So kayo pala, doon natin, Delia, ha? Medyo pressure dapat to, ha? Any pressure right now?
No, the pressure is more on Ate Donna. Darlene is near her. So anyway, I would like to add something din. Siguro it's okay to say na katulad ng ginawa ko, iiyak mo lang, di ba? Sumakit ang batok mo, sumakit ang leeg mo, kakalingon sa bintana. Sige, go through the process of heartbreak. Di ba? Go through the process. Sige, iiyak mo yan. Until such time, you will get over it. Wala namang hindi nakaka-get over it as long as you are feeling the pain. You have to feel the pain so you can get over it. If you will deny yourself of the pain that the experience caused you, lalong lalala kasi. Kaya nga sabi natin, if you want to heal, feel the pain. And then eventually the pain will be gone. At itatawa mo na lang talaga. Katulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon. Ako talaga sakit-sakit ng puso ko noon kay Papa D. Pero ngayon, tinatawa ko. Actually, hindi ko tinatawa. Pero hindi ko naman...
Ako din parang hanggang ngayon masakit pa rin yung puso ko. Kasi hindi ko na siya nakita after noon eh. Hindi kasi siya lang talaga ang kilala ko eh. Siya lang talaga yung kilala ko.
Hindi lang siya nakipag-break kay Delia, no? Nakipag-break siya sa buong pamilya
natin. Sa buong pamilya natin, oo.
Papa D! Kung naririnig mo yun.
Hoy, wala pa kaming closure. Kung nakikinig ka man ngayon, kailangan namin ng closure.
Text ko nga siya.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. And you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Kapatid Central. Send us a message, say hi, or suggest a topic that you'd want us to talk about. This has been Kapatid Central. My name is Neil.
And I'm Darlene.
Delia here.
And I'm Donna.
Bye, guys!
Bye, salamat po.
Bye!